Now we're going to grab an ellipse. Mali agad yung Now, let's graph an ellipse with given equation. We have an equation x minus 1 square over 25 plus 1 plus y plus 3 square over 100 is equals to 1. So, how are we going to graph this kind of equation? Siyempre, ang una nating hahanapin dyan is yung mga given. Ano-ano ba yung pwede nating makita dito sa equation? By looking at this equation, we can find that the bigger denominator is under the y term. Meaning, if it is under the y term, that the major axis will become vertical. And the minor axis is horizontal because the lower, the smaller denominator is under the x term. Now, if the bigger denominator is 100, we have our a square is equals to 100. And b square is equals to 25. Now, to find the value of C, which means that the value of C is the distance from the center to the focus, we have to find it and able to have the coordinates of the foci. Now, let's find it. If a square is equals to 100, and then by squaring root it, we're going to square root both left and right side of this equation. You will have a square root of 100 is equals to 10. Now to find b square is equals to 25. Now we are going to square root both sides of the equation. We'll have b is equals to 5. And to find c, we know that c square is equals to a square minus b square using Pythagorean theorem formula. And a square is given here is 100. B square is equals to 25. Now we have c square, 100 minus 25 is equals to 75. And square root of 75, we have the value of c. And this is equivalent to, say, we have 5 times 25 square root. We have square root of 25, 5. Matitira sa loob, square root of 5. This is the value of c. So it's square root of 75 or 5 square root of 5. Now, alam na natin yung value ng A, ng B, ng C. At the equation, this equation, makikita mo in this standard form na yung HK or your center is right at this equation. The center, HK, is at 1, negative 3. Now, alam natin yung center because at the equation, you have negative 1. At the Cartesian plane, the coordinates, you have positive 1. At y coordinate, you have at the equation, you have positive 3. At the Cartesian plane, you have negative 3. So, opposite lang yung sign. Pagdating dito sa equation, mababago. Pagdating dito sa coordinates. Now, let's graph it. Ano yung una nating may gagraph dito? May gagraph natin yung center. So, alam natin na vertical yung major axis. We have our center 1, -3. We have here 1 and -3. 1, 2, 3. This is -3. So we have the center. The center is at 1, -3. Now, magdodraw na tayo ng vertical dito that will serve as the line wherein mag-intersect yung center. At the same time, later on, mag-intersect din dyan yung foci and vertices. Lagay ko na rin yung line of minor axis na pwedeng mag-lie dito, yung co-vertices. Now, since A is equals to 10, so ibig sabihin, yung vertices niya, the distance from the center is equals to 10. That is the co-vertices. So let's count 10 from the center. Here's the center. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have here 10. Pero pagdating dito sa coming from the origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have positive 7. So, bilang ko para din nakakita. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dito rin ganon, -1, -2, bilang ko na rin. And then, dahil alam natin na 10 papunta sa taas yan, that will be the vertex 1 or the V1 with coordinates 1, 7. Na? Meron na tayong vertex 1. Kunin natin yung vertex 2. Siyempre, 10 units pababa rin yan. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hindi magkasya. 10. We have V2 at, so bilang tayo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 3 nang galing dito plus 10, that is -13. -13. So meron tayong coordinates ng V2 at 1, -13. Now, hanapin naman natin yung coordinates ng co-vertices. Co-vertices is the distance B. The distance B from the center is the point of co-vertices. So meron tayo to the left at to the right ng center because that is the line of the minor axis. So let's count dahil that is 5 units away from the center. This is the center. Dito natin bilang. We have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5, that point. So this point is dahil ito ay 1, and then plus 5, we have 6. So ito yung, let's call this as W1 being 6, -3. Dito naman sa pumunta dito, sa kaliwa, it's also 5 units away from the center. Let's count 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is -4. -4. This point. Let's call this W2 as -4, negative 3. Now, pwede na natin i-connect yan kasi ito yung mga nasa locus of points ng ellipse. So, i-connect ko muna yan. We have here coming from B1. Mag-connect. From B1. Then, sa B2. So, we have our ellipse with vertical as the major axis. So, nasaan yung ating focus? Focus is distance C, 75, square root of 75. So we're going to look at square root of 75 at the calculator. It's somewhat like 8 point something, 8.6, 8.65. So we're going to locate the focus along the major axis. That is 5 square root of 5 or 8.6, let's say 8.6 or 8.65. So let's count 8.65. Then pataas tayo, we have already 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere here is the focus. So we have here, let's call this as F1. So F1, of course, that is 1. So, ano yung kanyang y coordinates? And here, bilang din tayo ng 8.6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.6. Somewhere here. Somewhere here is the F2. So, we're going to call this F2. And this is also 1. What is the coordinates? Y coordinates. So, let's analyze. If this is 5 square root of 5, this is 5 square root of 5, and then we subtract 3, you have this distance coming from the origin. So, meaning we have y coordinates here as 5 square root of 5 minus 3. So that's exactly the coordinates of F1. How about this one? We have here, this distance is 3 plus 5 square root of 5. So we have here 5 square root of 5 and plus 3. In order to add that, and we know that the point, the y value here is negative. So in able to add that, we have to make it both negative. So that it means that this distance plus this distance is equals to the sum of this, which is a negative because it is below the origin. What if we are asked to find the equation in general form if we have a given equation of an ellipse in standard form? So paano gagawin natin? Kasi yung given natin is equation of an ellipse in standard form. Paano kung gagawin natin itong equation in general form? So kung gagawin natin itong general form, so gagawin natin general form, then we're going to multiply this whole equation into 25 times 100. You have here 25 times 100. Para pagka ano, parang kinuha lang yan yung LCD niya. Then, if you're going to multiply this, ito munang term natin na to, how are you going to multiply this? This one multiply this, what happened is that makakancel ito, this one, at saka ito, you have 100 x minus 1 square plus, ito naman, yung susunod na term, pag minultiply mo to dito sa expression na to, sa term natin na to, ang makakancel naman is yung 100. Matitira is yung 25. So you have 25 y plus 3 square is equals to, and then multiply mo to times 1, 25 times 100 times 1, you have 2,500. And then pwede rin natin itong i-distribute, pero bago natin i-distribute, kailangan tanggalin muna natin yung square. So mag-aano tayo dito, mag-FOCI method tayo rito para maano natin to, mahanap yung general form. Sabihin natin we have x minus 1 square is FOCI method, x minus 1 times x minus 1, x times x square, x times negative 1, negative x, negative 1 times x, negative x, negative 1 times negative 1, that's positive 1. We add, bring down x square, negative x, negative 2x, plus 1. So, lilipat natin to dito. So, you have 100 times, lipat natin to, x square minus 2x plus 1. And then, plus 25 multiplied by, again, factor to, expand using FOIL method. We have here, dito na lang, y plus 3, we have y square, y times 3, positive 3y, and ito naman 3 and y, 3 times y, positive 3y, 3 times 3, positive 9, you have y square plus 6y plus 9. So, lipat natin dito, y square plus 6y plus 9 is equals to 2,500. 2,500. And then distribute. We're going to distribute 100 times x squared. We have 100 x squared. 100 times 2x. Negative 200x. 100 times 1. That is positive 100. Ito naman, plus 25 y squared. Then 25 times 6, that is plus 150 y. 25 times 9, that is 10 to 5 minus 25, 225 is equals to 2,500. And then combine yung combine natin yung yung constant. May constant tayo rito natira. We have our constant, this one, saka this one. And then equate it to 0. 100x square muna. And then sumunod yung y square plus 25y square. Sunod natin yung x, yung may x, negative 200x. And then yung may y plus 150y. Then combine natin itong yung constant, that is 225, and this is equals to 100. So we have 100 plus 225 plus 325. And then transpose 2,500 at the left, negative 2,500. Equate it to 0. Now all we have to do is to combine the constant. If we have 2,500 negative, we have positive 325, then we have so 175, negative 2,175. Yes. Okay, I'm going to rewrite it. 100 x squared plus 25y squared minus 200x plus 150y minus 2,175 is equals to 0. So this is the equation of an ellipse in general form. So, tama ba? Okay.